Hello, everybody, and welcome to EduMatch Tweet and Talk number 37. 37, can you believe that? This is the 37th weekly episode that we've had of EduMatch. Wow, time does fly. But follow along with us on Google Plus, at our Google Hangout that we're doing right now, as well as on Twitter with the hashtag EduMatch. Speaking of EduMatch, check out edumatch.education, and there you'll find a bunch of different resources, including ways to connect with us and be our featured person of the day. So we can't wait to see you there. Just wanted to shout out that tomorrow there's going to be Digital Citizens Summit EDU, so that's going to be going on. So check that out. Look on Twitter; it's all over there. There's going to be students from Wisconsin just kind of going live and just promoting digital citizenship. So tune into that if you can. It's going to be on Blab. So tonight we are bringing back EduMatch, live EduMatch on Air Part 2. So without any further ado, I'm going to introduce my awesome co-moderator, Doc Dorian.
Hey everybody, so nice to see you. Welcome. It's been far too long. I missed everybody and I missed doing tweet and talks. I wanted to start off by introducing our panel, or having them, better yet, introduce themselves. Why don't we start off with Carla?
Hey everybody, I'm Carla Jefferson. I'm the Instructional Technology Coordinator for a school district out of South Carolina. Really excited to be with you today.
And next up, I believe we have Christian.
Hi everybody, my name is Christian Padgett. I am an instructional technology coach and co-teacher in Fulton County Schools here in Georgia.
Erin. Okay, why don't we, Erin, can you hear us? Okay, why don't we move right on to Meagan? Meagan, why don't you introduce ourselves and we'll leap back to Erin.
Hi guys, I'm Megan from East Tennessee, and I am a K-8 reading interventionist in a rural school.
And Erin, can you hear us now? Okay, whenever Erin is ready to pop in and start.
How about now? Sorry. I'm just going to hang up there. I am Erin Barnes. I'm in Oklahoma, and for the third time.
Being a connected educator. Why don't we go ahead, anybody please jump in. Let's hear your thoughts on how it is being a connected educator versus probably being not connected.
I'll jump in there. Originally, I'm the only interventionist in my school that does reading, so I was kind of by myself. And in our district, we have very few reading interventionists. So being connected on Twitter and blogging and Google Plus, I've been able to ask questions to people who may be having the same issues or difficulties that I am, and kind of problem solve together.
All right, great. Thanks for sharing, Megan. Anyone else? Erin, would you like to introduce yourself and talk about your being connected?
So can you hear?
Yes, we could hear.
Okay, thank you. Okay, I am Erin. I'm in Tulsa, Oklahoma, and I am an innovation coach and a teacher development coordinator for our school, Epic Charter Schools out here. Thank you.
No problem. And can you tell us how the benefits or your experience being connected?
So I am very new at connecting, actually. I was very locally connected with our hashtag OklaEd here, and it wasn't until I got mixed in with the EdCamp Global Classrooms group, which is where I met Sarah, where I became a nationally and now globally connected person. And it's just like my world got smaller all of a sudden. I am running into people that I've met on Twitter and online, and eating coffee and drinking coffee, eating lunch with these people, and the connections are just mad awesome.
Excellent. That's great to hear. How about you, Christian?
When I think about my experience in being a connected educator, I think back to about 4 years ago when I first started teaching. Um, my experience was I was just trying to connect to find resources at first. Honestly, to begin with, coming out of college, I was just trying to find a job. But I started forging relationships. And honestly, I will say that just connecting with some people on Twitter, like Reference Davis and Herbert O'Neill, like those two in particular helped me out a lot through my first year of teaching. And by expanding my networks and joining in different chats on Twitter, it helped me to develop my connectedness even more and further. And I think I wouldn't be where I would be now if it had not been for me being a connected educator and having the opportunities that have been afforded to me.
Wow, that's excellent. Carla, what about you and your experience with being connected?
Um, I think I was sitting here trying to think about when it all started or how it all started. I know I started blogging probably I started a class blog first, and I think that's kind of what pushed me into the connected world. Creating a class blog and then my personal blog. And it's just been so beneficial to me. People ask me all the time if I'm sharing resources. They say, where did you find that? And I'll say on Twitter, or Voxer, or I have now, I have 5 best friends. Well, there are 5 of us. I have 4 best friends. And so because of that, I guess I really didn't spend a lot of time building other relationships. My friends are all over the place. And now I have like 1 million+ friends that I call on religiously for advice and help and support. And just like now with my new job, I'm the only, I'm a team of one. And so having these connections have allowed me to have someone to bounce questions off of and learn and grow. And it's amazing.
I know from my own experience, I just started connecting this summer. I ended up meeting Sarah through a simple K-12 webinar. We followed up, and she told me about, have you ever been on Voxer? Have you ever done this EduMatch thing? Maybe it might be something you could connect with. And I have been pretty much an EduMatch junkie ever since. It is my AM radio station when I get up, and it is also my AM station before I go to bed. Next up, I would like to ask you guys, what do you guys think are some of the benefits or challenges or being a connected educator? And Erin, why don't we start off with you? And if anybody else wants to jump in, please feel free.
So obviously some of the benefits are having somebody immediately in your PLN through Voxer, through Twitter. I can ask a question and get an answer immediately, whereas in my class or in my building, if I asked the question and nobody knew it, I'd still have to go research it. And here, I mean, if I want to know what the heck EduMatch is, I can Vox it or tweet it, and you guys are coming back at me within a few minutes. Some of the downsides are time zones, for sure. I know with Voxer in particular, I mean, Sarah's a couple of hours ahead of me, and when she gets up and going in the morning, she's my alarm clock sometimes. So just definitely having the time zones. I've got a gal in Australia that we connect with, but we can only connect via Voxer or Twitter because it's just too different for us.
Okay. Anybody else want to jump in and talk about the challenges or / benefits of being connected?
I'll share. the benefits I think are just, I mean, like there's no guessing. The connections that you make, the way that you learn and grow, having access to someone, pretty much 24/7. But for me, like I don't do well with time, so sometimes that can be an issue. Just like not being able to get in when you want to, or you miss things because things go so fast. And someone shared that Twitter was like a waterfall. You get what you can get while you're there. You don't worry about what happens when you're not there. And I think Voxer is the same way. Like this is fun for me. My husband thinks that it's my job that I'm working, so he thinks I work 24/7, which he doesn't like so much. But like this is not work. This is fun connecting so yeah.
Okay. Thank you for sharing, Carla. I can definitely identify with both your benefits and challenges. Meagan.
Yeah, time is good for me because I tend to schedule myself from morning to noon, and so I can get on at 8, 9, 10 o'clock at night and still be able to access, information that can help me be a better educator. So it fits in my schedule, which is what I love the best about it.
Okay, thank you. And what about you, Christian?
I'm going to say that I want to say a little bit of my own personal benefits that I've experienced because of being connected. I've been able to go to the Ron Clark Academy. I'm not sure how many of you are familiar with it, but I've been able to go to the Ron Clark Academy for free, actually, a few years back. I've been able to go to ISTE. I've been able to, I don't think I would even be in my current role right now if it hadn't been for me being connected. My background is not instructional technology. My background is elementary K-5 mathematics and being ESLL. For those who are not sure about what ESLL is, it's actually English to speakers of other languages and working with ELL populations. So I feel like Twitter has helped me to grow. I think not just Twitter, but just being connected. And I also feel like the benefit of being a connected educator, it is truly about personalizing your own experience. So you can pretty much have access and have resources available to you at your demand. So.
All right, I can agree with all of the above, most definitely. What do you guys believe? What would you say to someone who isn't connected and says that they don't have time to be connected?
I think that goes back a little bit to what I just stated before. That is when you truly have to show someone that being connected is about building relationships, honestly, and you don't have to go big. You can start small, meet one person, connect with one person, and honestly, it's not about you, but it goes back and benefits your students or a larger population of people. And I also want to say that I think when they say that they don't have the time, it's about personalizing their experience. No one can tell you how to truly do it. It's just something that you have to do for yourself. And there's no wrong or right way to do it unless you're just not forging a bond with someone.
Right, that is so, so true. Do we have anyone else who would like to share their thoughts on this?
So I'm going to jump in here just because I teach Twitter 101 and Voxer 101 sessions at some of the ed camps and other conferences that I go to. That is definitely a gripe or a complaint that I hear a lot. I don't have time for it. And just going to piggyback off of what Christian said, you start small. Start with one thing. Start with one day a week. Start with one chat. Start with one person to follow. And it really just goes from there. And you make time for what you love. And I didn't necessarily not have time for it before, but I love it now, and so I make time to get connected because I'm growing every day this way.
Absolutely, it's all about baby steps. All about baby steps. Great. So, Meagan, Carla, either one of you want to jump in on this? Okay, go ahead, Meagan.
I completely agree with Christian and Erin. Baby steps, and I think once they get started, they'll absolutely love it. I just started with Twitter chats in the fall, and now I'm on them all the time. And it just started with lurking and then slowly getting into it. And I think once they're shown the positives about what being connected can do for you, they'll be more willing to make that time.
Absolutely, and it's all about taking it step by step. Go ahead, Carla.
I just think, like, when people say, I don't have time to connect, it's almost saying, so you're saying you don't have time to learn and grow, because that's what, connecting does for all of us. It just exposes us to so many things that we wouldn't necessarily have access to in our little bubble. And I do definitely agree with what Christian and Erin and Meagan said. Just do one, participate in one chat, or I think what Meagan said, lurk for a while, and because you can just gain so much. So, just give it a try, just one little piece at a time.
All right, fantastic. Great tips. So, all right, so now we're about to get into the live EduMatch on air part. So, who wants to be our first lucky victim to get EduMatch tonight live on air? All right, looks like Erin's unmuting herself.
I'll go. I don't know what I really was saying. I don't know what EduMatch was whenever I told you earlier. If I say I don't know what EduMatch is, but go ahead.
That's great. We didn't set up this question to our viewing audience. So this is not a setup. This is just authentic. Everyone's about to find out what EduMatch is together. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen for a quick second. And we are this is our website, edumatch.education. And down here we have a bunch of different resources on here. First, a video, why should you connect? Something explaining what EduMatch is, but pretty much in a nutshell, then it is a way to connect with educators all around the world based on similar interests. So we're all over social media, crazy. We do it all day and all night. In terms of the EduMatch Person of the Day, then people can sign up there to be featured on Twitter and get the conversations rolling. We're actually going to go to the back end of this form in just a second to find you all some connections. But they go to a Google Sheet, and we have a database, so we're going to get y'all EduMatched. Here we have like some past EduMatchers that we featured on Twitter. And scrolling down even further, some fun stats. Podcast calendar, so you can see all the great EduMatch shows that are up. We have a double header at the end of the month. Now, if we navigate over here to the left-hand side, you'll be able to see the link to previous podcasts, as well as the guest blog. So if anyone's ever interested in writing a guest blog post for us, then they can just tweet us. Here we have our EduMatch Pinterest page. And last but not least, this is my favorite part, the member map. And this shows, I love seeing this populate in real time. This shows where everyone that we have featured on Twitter has lived. This is just a small part of it. We've only done about close to 300 of these, but there's about 13,000 in our network. And so, we have over 300 people who filled out the sheet. So that, in a nutshell, is EduMatched. So right now we're going to do some live EduMatches on air, and we're just going to have you all on panel just give us your different interests, maybe one interest each, and we'll try to get you some connections. So when we're thinking of interest and thinking kind of broad, like for example science or gamification or flipped classroom, PBL, whatever, things along those lines. And I'm going to be fair, because the first time we did this, as y'all know, this is part 2, we started with the first 100, which were in green. So now we will put our cursor on yellow. So who would like to go first?
I'll take a stab at it and then go.
All right, Christian. Cool. So give us one of your passions in education.
Mathematics.
Mathematics. All right. So we're going to give you the first 5 people that we can get in terms of mathematics. So we're going to share this, and let's see. Let's type in math. So here we go. We have Haley Dean from Waco, who is at Queen Diener. We also have Robert J. Martin from North Dakota. Bruce Farrington, who is in Australia. RJ in California at Creative Math 2. And don't worry if we're going fast. This is being recorded, so you'll be able to catch the archives. And let's get you one more. Wait, I have to keep doing this. Oh, wait, I missed some people. I skipped right over Seth. So there you go. There's number 5 right there. Seth Gutt from New Jersey. So those are the 5. Do I have my Google effects on? I would totally cheer right now if I do. Hold up. Oh, yes, we do. So Google effects. Yay! Y'all probably can't hear that, but so you have been edu-matched. Great. Next person. Who else is down? Oh, wait, I did not put that on, I swear. Okay. So who else is up for an edu-match? Carla, I see you unmuted yourself. Are you ready to go?
I'm ready to go.
All right.
I'm passionate about the flipped classroom.
Passionate about flipped learning. All right. So let's see. Flip. I'm going to just put in flip. All right. So here we have someone from Birminghamton, New York. Rachelle Wooten. I think she actually changed her name. So afterwards, I'll give you her updated information. We also have Jerry, who is in Illinois. So he's at VideoBrains1. Let's see. We have Kate Baker in New Jersey. So she is at Kate Baker 4 or KTBKR4.
You know Kate.
Yeah, you know Kate. All right. We have Angela in Michigan at Teach Love 4 Sped, and one more. We have at Coach Darren 22, who is in Wyoming, and he is about flipped blended learning. So you two have been edu-matched. All right. Great. So who's next?
Go for it. I'm here.
All right, Erin. So what would be your interest in being edu-matched?
I wonder if it's even on there. I am into deconstructing lessons now.
Ooh. Okay. Let's see. That one may not.
I know.
be.
I know.
We will take a look though. Let's see. Deconstructing. Nope. That one's not on there. You have something else?
Let's go for social studies.
Social studies. All right, so let's reset back to our yellow. Okay. Social studies. So 16 people. All right.
Nice.
So we have Sturla, who is in Norway. So at Sturla. Let's see. Joanne Jacobs over in Hawaii. So at Joanne Jacobs 68. Let's see, we have Kimberly McDonald in California at Little Mac F 650. Let's see. 2 more. Lily, we have Lily over in Ghana. She's a high school social studies teacher. So at Lily Dra. And 1 more. We have Camila West in South Carolina. Oh, that's where Carla's from. So we have, do you know her, Carla, by any chance? Nope. Okay. She is at Tech Lady 2016. So you have also been edu-matched. Woo. All right. And Megan, would you like to be edu-matched?
Yes.
All right.
How about struggling readers?
Struggling readers. All right. I'm not sure if we'll find that exact phrase. Let's take a look. If not, then we'll look for reading. But let's see. Struggling. Okay. Let's see. So this one it has students in reading intervention. So this is a recent person from my kind of home state where I teach at Jenan Will in Maryland. Let's see. Okay, we have another ELA teacher, so struggling learners. So at The Color Read, and let's see. Looks like one more. It's hard to see it on the green. Here we go. Lisa Gerthy in Charlotte. So she says that all students are gifted, all students are struggling. If you don't see that, you're viewing through too narrow a lens. So at Lisa Gerthy. Let me put in reading and see if we can get you 2 more. It's kind of hard to see with the green. Here we go. Here's one in Denton, Texas. Cindy at Cindy Josselet. Let's get you 1 more. And in Maryland, we have Tatanisha Love at T Loves Books. So, edu-match for the win. All right, and Doc D, don't think that you won't have a crack at the fun. So we have to get our lovely moderator in the mix as well. So what would be your interest to be edu-matched?
Edmodo.
Edmodo.
Or 5th grade.
All right, so I see. Oh, I forgot to share my screen. Here we go. Share my screen. There's 6 matches back for Edmodo. So let's see. Edmodo, we have Bobby over in Georgia. So Bobby at USA BBS. We have Luke Fitzpatrick in Australia at grade 6 STS. Let's see. We have Seth. Seth is getting a lot of love tonight at Seth Gut in New Jersey. We have Ray in Alabama at Ray Lefty. And we'll just go through all 6 because there's just one extra. We have Jennifer Bond in your home state of Michigan. And I believe y'all already know each other. Yeah. And let's see, one more. We have Stormy Daniels in El Paso, Texas. So at Miss Daniels Stormy. So you too, Doc D, have been EduMatched. Yay! So just to give everybody a quick update, if you do submit a form, then there's a lot of a backlog, as you can see, but we are working our way through it, and we will definitely get people in there in order of their submissions. So that is the official live EduMatch in action. So I'm going to throw it back to Dr. D because I think that she had a special announcement for everyone.
Once again, I want to thank all our panelists for participating today. And I just want to close out. Please join me Thursday night at 8:30 on Eastern Standard Time on Blab for one of the shows I co-host, VCTV 430, where we are talking about the games we play. So with that, I wish you all a great week, and thanks so much for making the connection.
See, I thought I still had the Google apps, the Google applause thing up, but I had already closed it. But yes, excellent. And yes, such a great show. So definitely check that out. But thank you to everyone who joined us tonight. We had a great time live matching everyone on EduMatch. So thank you to Doc D. Thank you to everyone on our panel, Carla, Christian, Erin, Meagan. Thank you to everyone who was tweeting us, and to everyone who is watching, everyone who is lurking and wishing us well. So next week we're going to be talking about design thinking. We are looking for panelists for that. So if you're interested, just go to bit.ly/tweettalk38, and we'll be speaking with a lot of great educators either trying or interested in design thinking. So just leave a comment saying panelist. Also subscribe at bit.ly/EduMatchPodcast. And last but not least, there will be a remind code that we will drop at the conclusion of this Google Hangout on air so that you will never miss another EduMatch Tweet and Talk. So thank you again, and see you all next week. So have a great one, everyone.